folks, Fat Guy Flies RC here. This is the Ailerons Prodigy. This originally was the Ready to Fly, and I flew it with the stock transmitter and the receiver and everything, and it was fine. It had a Fire Sky transmitter receiver. It came with a 6-channel receiver, but I like being able to fly on my transmitter, so I got an NX10, and I have installed a, oh, I forget what I installed now. Okay, I've got a, looks like I've got a Lemon RX 7-channel non-stabilized Gen 2 receiver from Motion RC. Great solid plane. They still have the vectors, so I still have the 3 levels. One is self-level with stabilized mode. I have no gyro, otherwise called direct mode. And then I have dynamic mode or optimized mode, which is, that's in the reflex and the vector world. And in the spectrum world, that's AS3X, or wind mitigation. Alrighty. So, look at our control surfaces real quick. Right, left on ailerons, up, down, elevator, and right rudder, left rudder. All right, motor's on. Wind is coming out that way, so I suggest taking off into the wind. Here we go. Now that motor is a rear-mounted motor, so naturally she's going to scream. Kill the motor, turn. There we go. I'm just gliding right now, conserving my battery, turning back into the wind, and coming right down at us. Still gliding, still gliding. Now I'm going to hit it. Now, you have an upward mounted motor, so as soon as you give a little bit of gas, she's going to want to nose down slightly. Turn the motor off, and just let her stall over, and she just slumps right over. That wing has enough polyhedral in it. If you notice, the wing tips curve up on the sides. That's called polyhedral. And that actually has this little bit of a self-righting sort of design to it. So this makes an ideal beginner airplane. Because if you lose orientation, you at least got her right side up. You let go, she will eventually self-right. All right. I'm going to show you that you can land this kind of a hand-launching glider. It's got enough power to take off on its own from its belly. Maybe. Now I'm in the rough, but I might get out of there. Yeah, there we go. Let me get down here. All right, now watch this. Now I'm going to use my ailerons just like I'm flying. See? It has enough power to do that. Straight up. Let her go slump right on over. All right, let's see how she does inverted. No problem. I'm really fighting the wind right now, though. And you don't always have to keep the motor on all the time. You can enjoy a little bit of wind surfing, or just enough wind to keep her almost stationary. If you get her positioned right and have just the right amount of wind, keep her level, you can almost float backwards. All right, let's get out of that. Wonder if I can do a knife edge. That wing's not going to really allow for that. That's where that polyhedral fights me. If I had a perfectly straight wing, I can maybe pull off a knife edge in. A little bit of one. The Prodigy does not have to be just for beginners. You can have a lot of fun with this as a more experienced pilot. And she's had enough power to do a touch and go.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
There you go. But there again, that rear mounted motor, you might want to think about this if you're going to fly her in like a ballpark or a public park. Remember, she is kind of noisy. I highly suggest find yourself a good AMA field and fly there. I'm running an 1800 3S roaring top battery in her. All right, let's go ahead and land it. Actually, we're going to come by real low and slow here. Take her straight up. I'm gliding inverted. All right, let's go ahead and glide her on in. Your battery's dead and you're just gliding. Let's go around. I changed my mind. Let's go around. There, a little bit of a knife edge here. A little bit of one. About quarter throttle. Turn back towards the runway. Try to get lined up. And right before I get to the center of the runway, I use my rudder and turn towards it. There we go.
Prop secured.
Prop secured, because you don't want to go to the hospital because you cut your own finger off on your toy. All right. Now, as you can see, landing on this geotech, which is nothing more than fabric that has been stretched over the earth and tarred. You're going to get, same thing on pavement. Now, it's going to just mar up the bottom of your plane with the geotech. But if this was pavement, it would actually be eating into the foam. So this will come off a little bit of light cleaner. But this is a plastic hard skid here, just like you've got one here, but you don't have protection on the end of your wings, okay? I highly recommend buying some aftermarket skid risers. They're just little, they look like little knuckle hooks. And you just glue them right into the edge of the wing, and that'll help. That acts the same as this hard plastic. You put it right there, because see where that black marking, that's where that's catching that wing, and that'll keep the foam up off the hard surface. Well, there you go. That's the Ailerons Trekker. That's where I've got the 1800 roaring top right there in the front, right in the very middle of the battery straps. And let's see what kind of juice is left in the tank. Okay. Oh, if I can do this with one hand. %. Could have flown for 3 more minutes, easy. Throttle management, getting up high, let her glide down. You can get 10 minutes out of this plane with an 1800. Probably get 12 minutes with a 2200 if you do a lot of gliding. Folks, thank you for watching. This is Fat Guy Flies RC. This is Avon Park Aero Modelers Club, and we're running with about a 15-mile-an-hour north crosswind breeze right now. Well, up to 15. Y'all have a good one. God bless. And Hobby Zone, thank you for letting me review this for you. I really like it. Bye, y'all.